Right, hello, good morning. I won't delay you very long. The moment you see the word veterinary does not mean you all have to go and start checking your emails. What I'm going to talk about is directly relevant to all of you who are interested in preventing infections. We're going to hear a lot today about diagnosing infections. We're going to hear a lot today about treating infections. I'm here very much to talk about trying to prevent them. I did actually think about bringing one of my patients along, but they're rubbish at talks. They'd have made a mess of the carpet, and we're having them for lunch anyway. Where do I come from in this? I'm very much talking about academia working with industry. And science and finance is obviously interrelated topics. So here we have on the top we see the magnet the rich men are pulling in the money, and now they're going to invest it at the bottom so that something can grow from it. Well, in 2005 I met some venture capitalists and I said, I want to make a vaccine. And they had to think about it for about 3 seconds. And then they said, absolutely no chance, there's no profit in it. We need to make drugs that patients take for a long time and don't work very well. So something that works really effectively, we're not that interested in. So that was a pain. However, things have changed. Things have changed considerably. In 2015 now, there's quite a few biotech companies, small ones, big pharma, who are aware of the fact that particularly with bacterial infections, that antimicrobial resistance is a significant issue. So that's a bad thing. The good thing, of course, is that we're in the post-genomic era. What that means is we have genomic sequences and functions for lots and lots of the organisms that are of interest to all of us here. And so now industry is very interested, and things have really changed in terms of attitude in recent years. So digital dermatitis research. This is a disease of livestock. I'm a veterinary pathologist. There's some of my patients there. It's normal for them to lie down, they're not necessarily sick. What is this? I'm not going to talk much about it because we don't think it affects humans. They get athlete's foot. This is like a very serious version of this. It's an incredibly important lameness. Started off in dairy cows, and it's now spread to lots of other creatures. On the left you can see the lesion on a cow's foot, in the middle it's a sheep, and on the right you can see a totally inflamed hoof loss in goats. We've identified the bacteria which cause it. They're spirochetal bacteria, treponemes, their names are, and we appear to be the only people in the world who can routinely grow them. That means we're at an advantage if we want to do some proper science. And there are no effective treatments. So at this point we thought, okay, if there's no effective treatment, and I think you know the environment that farm animals are standing in, so the hygiene rules that suggestions we see around the room are not quite so applicable. So can we make an effective vaccine? So this is the bit that's relevant to everyone working on any infection here. Can we make an effective vaccine? Well, this is how it always used to be done. You'd get a bacterial cocktail. Oh, there's bits missing. Oh well, never mind. I had the latest version of PowerPoint. So we start off with a bacterial cocktail, and then we would just mush it up or extract some proteins, and we would use those to make a vaccine. And they used to be effective, and we've done the low-hanging fruit stuff, so the easy ones have been made, the difficult ones haven't. But now, at the bottom we can see we've got genome sequences of a whole load of things, and then what we can do is use computer programs to work out what the surface proteins are, then work out which ones are likely to stimulate immunity, and from that we can make what we call recombinant vaccines. So for the disease I'm interested in, within a year of starting this project, we've already made something like 50 different recombinant antigenic proteins. So this is an approach which is very valid, and I think that's the reason that Eniton asked me to speak today. And this is called reverse vaccinology, where you actually take the genome and design a vaccine from that. So we're currently funded to do this by big pharma, as Ben Goldacre would call it. The company's called Zoetis. Now, you'll have heard of Pfizer. Well, this is the animal health spin-off that was spun out of Pfizer a year and a half ago. So, and what we're doing is we're looking for more partners for our research work in this, inevitably. I just want to talk in general terms for what my last slide, which is about university workers working with industry and how there are mutual benefits for both. So, at the top, it's a very good opportunity for a company because getting academic research infrastructure and expertise is a real good start for anyone wanting to do any of this kind of stuff. There's a funding stream available for academics, and they can work together with funding. There are scale-up benefits. There are sort of things that industry can do that academics can't necessarily do, or vice versa. Also, obviously, there's an access to pool of researchers and funders through academic contacts for industry. And the other thing is there's access to research council support. You can get up to 90% government funding if you've got a good project, linking industry with researchers. There are some disadvantages. You can't guarantee as an academic how fast your progress is going to be. Sometimes it can be quick, sometimes it can be slow, often the latter. And success is not guaranteed at all. Also, academics need to publish. We are judged on what we publish, our outputs. And so sometimes it's not always in the company's interest to publish quickly because they want to keep some IP. So those are all issues there. But overall, I would say it's a major opportunity for everyone. Going the wrong way. So this is one of my main supporters, but that unfortunately is for my equine work. She's not particularly interested in the cow research that I do. And the last time I mentioned it to her, she said, get off. Thank you very much.